Off the play fake, here's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Young. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it. And I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
Off the play fake, here's Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
In motion comes Andrews. That's complete to Etienne. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll run it here with Etienne. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. The Bucks have it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is 2nd down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown Jets. Moody's extra point is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Shipley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 31 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Shipley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Alert, alert, alert! Regular, 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 regular. That's it.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's caught. It's Will Shipley. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. You just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. He'll get this out to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Out of the shotgun, Young. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. He gets free. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. First and 10. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball. And if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, this is Shipley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the... Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this complete to Shipley. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Buccaneers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Carty back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll stay on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll send him over to the left. A second down throw for Young. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On second down, Young. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Now Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's second down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Big opening up the middle. And he'll be taken down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Young. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New York. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Jets are on top. It's 14-10. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On the handoff, it's Shipley. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Waste of time. Half 10. What's that?
Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
A good spot here, second and a yard. A carry here for Shipley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Alert! What's that?
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
You let this go deep for Jefferson. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Young. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Jets 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Young to throw on 1st down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go. Young. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
They still have that timeout in their back pocket, so they can still throw the ball anywhere on the field. They've got to generate a chunk play, call timeout, and either try a long field goal or just chuck it deep into the end zone.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, Josh Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Carty's kick is good. And the Bucs are back within a point. It's 14-13. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. To throw is Young. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
His kick is good. Makes the score Jets 21, Buccaneers 13.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll give it here to Shipley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Allen. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. Through the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
3rd and long.
56, 56. Out. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one grabbed by Austin. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Carty's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are back within 5.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Up the middle they go. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's the pistol snap to Young. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
In motion comes Andrews. A handoff here, up the middle, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
On first down, here's Shipley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
Allen working from the pistol. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And a short pickup there to about the 18. Second down and 8.
Half 85, half 85. Look out.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
Middle, 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 middle. What's that?
Now a give up the middle. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Josh Allen on the bootleg. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Half 10. Regular, 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 regular. Off 52. What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
What's that?
Allen on third down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues.
Five wide. Look out.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Allen will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing right, it's taken in.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. Austin brought in motion. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw is Allen. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Tampa. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Throwing again, it's Allen. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. To throw is Young. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
A gain of 15.
15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
In motion comes Andrews. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Here's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will get into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Jets.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea...
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football up, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Bryce Young, touchdown, New York. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Big play coming here for the Jets as they will set up for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Here's a designed run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On 1st down, it's Allen. He'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to...
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
If you can rush the passer, you can close out games. And that 3rd down sack is going to go a long way to closing this one out. Forces 4th and long, a desperate offensive possession. It's going to all come down to this 4th down try.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Middle. Look out.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
So here it is, 4th down and 10.
What's that?
On play action, Allen. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.